What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, we're going to be recapping episode 10 of season 18 of Married at First Sight. I'm a little behind on the show, but that does not mean we're going to stop the recaps here. To break down what happens in this episode, obviously, a meme calls out Akeche as a clown in a Joker suit after he shows up with an attitude disrespecting her. Michelle can't stop finding fault in David, while Camille overreacts when Thomas McDonald runs late, and then Carla concerned with Juan with an abrupt announcement. All right, let's kick it off with before we dive in, thank you guys so much for the continued support of the Love and Reality podcast. I greatly appreciate you guys' continued support and listening to the show here. If you could do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, do all those cool things to make this show go out a little bit further. All right, the couples are celebrating their 1 month anniversary. Amem finds herself dealing with a clown. It's like she says she works hard on presenting love, charcuterie board, and picnic in the park, along with some a watercolor painting since Agete wanted to see her art. He shows up sluggish and monotone, even in the face of her obvious effort. And this is what kind of pisses me off, right? She's trying to make an effort, and she continues to try to make this effort, right? But the problem is he's not showing that, like, excitement. Even if you're in a bad mood, even if you're not having a great day, you can still show support in what your significant other is doing here, right? Um, he kind of goes through the motions with the watercolor while schooling a meme on hers. A meme is patient and just wants him to be accountable and make an effort in their relationship, but he's just not doing that. Back at their apartment, the experts have left gifts, a copy of their wedding vows, some champagne, and photos. Ageche won't even sit next to her on the couch to look at the album. Amam wants to know how he feels about the vows now. He gets rude and defensive and makes an analogy about a bear and an answer stick. Then point blank calls her an asshole. Amam is upset. And Ageche grabs his backpack and leaves. She texts him often over the next few days and gets no response. She gets dressed up alone to meet the other couples for the anniversary dinner. To her surprise, Akechi shows up in what she rightly calls a quote unquote Joker suit, which she wasn't wrong about. Alan and the others demand to know why he's being rude to a meme, and she storms off saying, "Bring me a damn clown, and there's going to be a circus." The other ladies from Married at First Sight follow her and support, which I do love. You can't really fault her. You know what I mean? You really can't. Let's see here. Oh man, I lost my spot here, guys, as I'm trying to navigate this. Oh man, I lost my spot where I was reading, guys. Yeah, so and it's interesting to see these two and their dynamic continue to falter, right? You know what I mean? He just isn't showing the effort. It's almost like, hey, like just, kind of break it off. You know what I'm saying? Like just don't. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of this guy, right? All right, here we go. Sorry. We're back. All right, so Michelle just isn't impressed as the couples navigate their halfway point. Some just can't get on board with their married at first set matches. It's been no secret that Michelle isn't feeling a connection with David, from finding out he dwells in his parents' basement to smoking an occasional cigarette. Her mood towards him is chiller than anyone right now. David plans a dinner at a swanky sushi place with rainbow-colored drinks that Billow dries. Michelle's just not satisfied. And I don't think anything that David can do is right. You know what I mean? Like nothing this man can do, she really takes on the chin and kind of, will let anything happen, right? So he shows up kind of like in a half-ass outfit, you know what I mean? She kind of scolds his ass, which was real random, and he rambles about traffic, and then he's been open to raw fish. She just can't move forward. So looking back at the wedding video and all the promisings, its promise only leads to her telling David again that the hope has diminished faster than anything that has anything than the dry ice and her lavender gin and tonic. Like these two just don't. I don't foresee these two making it very, very far. The only couple that has really kind of progressed in these 4 weeks are Camille and Thomas. Things start off a little rough on the anniversary day. The pair meet for some one-on-one basketball time, but Thomas is late, and Camille orders a running drill as a punishment. Later at the bourbon tasting, he gives her a necklace and admits he had to travel a bit for the jewelry, and that's why he was late. So, of course, she forgives him. Very cute. I like these two a lot. I mean, I'm just saying that I think that obviously with the couples, they're definitely one of the couples that I can foresee making it last. Carla is in definitely a free spirit. Juan is, he's kind of a more regiment. You know what I mean? He wants to kind of, be there. She doesn't. So it doesn't go over well when she casually mentions she quit her job at the hair salon. His facial reaction there was not really surprising. His response to production is, "It's okay to be crazy, but not stupid." Carla reveals that she may have an opportunity to do hair at a photo shoot, but the details are vague, so she will keep concentrating on learning to read tarot cards while chilling to her sound bowl in the meantime. And then, of course, in spite of Alan's spawning compliments of Madison Myers on Married at First Sight, he still only warrants a kiss on the cheek after winning a bet for her affection. Later, she grins at his dad's jokes. While they do climbing activities, she shuts it down his vision of the family and forever with him by suggesting forever is a long time. Again, I don't know. Like, these couples are really terrible. And it continuously shows over and over again how they're just not, a lot of these couples are not meshing. And at some point in time, you almost want to like throw in the towel. You know what I mean? As bad as that sounds, you just kind of want to throw in the towel for some of these couples. And I feel empathy for them. And I feel empathy for some of the people that are trying to make an active reach at these relationships. And there're just some of them that aren't. And I could get it. You know what I mean? If the physical attraction is not there. But then again, I mean, did you go on Married at First Sight thinking that you were going to get a gem? Maybe these matches weren't as great as one thought they would be. But at the end of the day, I'm not exactly seeing where the growth in these relationships and this experiment are going to go a long way in ensuring that we're going to have like a great thought-provoking situation. So I don't know. I'm very not hopeful for some of what's going on in this season so far. But here's the hope that at some point in time, things do pick up and we get a better idea of what the future holds in store for some of these relationships. But brief, quick, and to the point. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I'll talk to you guys later.